Well,
it's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great.
Yeah, I saw you doing your adjustment.
You want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Go orange.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So now that
I will. With the quarterback I got, I'm going to throw it in time.
1st and 10. Rivers on 1st down. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I was
my first game back playing Madden Fool was 2 nights ago when I played Ridley. I lost 23-17.
You mentioned that to me pre-game. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know the drill, but otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Detroit!
Back to throw here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A carry for Foreman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Picked off at the 38. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
12.
Play action now. Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings,
I would
we need
never.
some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25
How you know I play safety,
yards.
bro?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Yeah.
Here's Foreman. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense. Because if you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half. And some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's one of my zone, bro.
Happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Gone!
They'll drop the throw.
Yeah, you could have had a touch. You could have had a touchdown.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gone!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
All right. That's under pressure, Dow. That's how it is.
Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Leopard!
They'll run with Foreman. And he is out of bounds inside.
Come on, bro. You see they got Montez Sweat, man. He's supposed to caught there, man.
5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27.
I like the old Kanye.
They'll go with the keeper. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
I like the old Kanye. Let's try the gold Kanye.
With his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
What league is this?
Kick this one away, and off it goes.
Nah, I just posted
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Benjamin with it over the middle. And
damn, I like your shirt and your pants, nigga.
To the 40.
You're a motherfucking lie.
Good for the Charger.
I bought them for you, bitch.
On 1st and 10, Rivers escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Oh, you going?
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I missed the old Kanye. This freaking gold Kanye.
So the opening play of the drive goes back.
Pull up at your mama's house and nick a hole Kanye.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And he will
find
his big tight end over the middle. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now Foreman. Oh, some strong running. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Send that tight end out on another damn. Send his ass out there again.
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Bro, they ain't even letting me put square.
Good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Nah, I heard your joystick, so I timed it up.
Stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points.
Hey,
able to give their defense a
I
little
heard that joystick go click, and I put square. Boom.
That's a good drive.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back
because
to
Madden is a game with a computer can only recognize one person in the zone at a time.
Here's another 1st and 10.
See, watch this. Right? Yep.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
Slow.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Slow.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
I can't make it.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Here's Rivers. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He'll look to throw. To his running back, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up a throw toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Detroit!
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is going to... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
No, check, Patriot! Patriot!
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this 1st half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rivers on 1st down. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
On both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Jakeem Grant now to return. pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Oh.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Leopard! All right, now, look at 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going deep here for Parker. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
3-19. Gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown,
nickel, bro.
Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Gone.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something.
The wind blowing like 10 plus.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back. Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's 3rd down. That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Hey, 79. Yeah, Rocky.
3rd and long for Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football now. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
What?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick 6. Rivers.
She called you a bro.
This time they bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Rivers going underneath for Gordon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 11 back on that one.
Y'all cold.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw is Rivers. Flush to his right. Now he'll go deep down the middle.
What the fuck is this shit?
Through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On fourth down, they snap it to Rivers. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Back to throw here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And fights through one man. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Denzel Perryman in there to drop it for a loss of 10. And it'll be fourth and long.
Yeah, bro. You should do it for me.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Load it.
Now Gordon on first down. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That
touchdown, LA! Virgil Green, his first touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because
They lied. They said this year you was able to push the lineman out the way.
Can do.
I still can't get it.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw.
Oh, man.
Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get
He's
it up
talking
near
the
the
wrong
35,
person.
right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Detroit.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
So when you win, you can show ass and how bad you beat.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returning, it's Benjamin. Spinning away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Rivers now on 2nd down. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator.
And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Take it at the 37. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Load it! Load it! He's checking. Buffalo wall. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Trying to see what side you on your shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he spins through.
Try to not
This
sit
has
him
been a
field.
familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break.
I'll be gone by
We'll
6.
come back and see this one out after this. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have
That's
a
a
little bit of a
computer game,
cushion,
fool.
and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Yeah.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know what he said enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeout judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this first and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey.
No.
One now a little bit. Ready? Shoot. White. Done.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
I ain't know no Phillip Rivers in.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
I would have threw it if I knew it was him.
Back to throw. And Allen's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Taylor now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now we'll get a time with 1 second to go in this game. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead.
This nigga dropped everybody.
Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone. And that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for the Dolphins, it's a win that's been a...